I'm gonna bring the scripture out real quick. Oof, like I said, man, it's cold out here, boy. It ain't even wintertime yet. Let me bring this out. Matter of fact, let me go into this article real quick, and then I'm gonna bring some scriptures out. But it says, this is NBCnews.com, and it says evictions are piling up across the U.S. as C-19 era protections end and rents climb. You know what I'm saying? So all these bills is piling up on these people, man, and they don't know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? But let me go into it real quick. It says eviction filings have been increasing since the spring in many places, and the problem is expected to get worse in the coming months as federal rental assistance runs out. And you can see it's a picture of Jake right there. You know, because this mostly this is who it's going to affect, man. It's going to affect you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You know, this is exactly why they put Jake in this picture. It says final notice of eviction. You got Jake right there with his head down, with his hand on his head, man, because that's how a lot of you Jakes gonna be, you know. Matter of fact, that's how a lot of you Jakes are right now in this situation right now, because you have no knowledge or understanding who your God is, man. You don't, you know what I'm saying? So these people, they're gonna have to pay for it, man, because a lot of these nations, a lot of our people, they don't ran across this truth for the Hebrew Israelites, but they was like, nah, I don't want to get with that shit. So now the Most High, he's bringing that judgment in. You know what I'm saying? It says, I guess this dude named Freddie, it says Freddie Davis waits for a friend to arrive to help him move his remaining belongings after receiving a final eviction notice. You know, and I guess he live in Miami. And this says, on a recent Friday morning, more than 100 renters facing eviction filed through Arizona Judge Anna Huberman's court in what's becoming a typical day for her. So this was just one day. You know what I'm saying? One day, and she got 100 renters facing eviction. You know, that was sending files to her. And it says, as a wave of eviction hits Phoenix and other cities large and small across the country. So this is a nationwide thing, man. You know, and like I said, man, hey, it's only going to get worse, man. It ain't no healing this place, like the scriptures say. You know, it's only going to get worse from here on out. So that's why we said, hey, in 2023, hey, it's going to be hell, but that fire is going to keep getting hotter from here on out. You know what I'm saying? But it says the vast majority of renters that day had missed their October payments a few weeks earlier and were now at risk of being removed from their home was in risk of being removed from their homes within days, according to the judge. One woman said her rent money that month went to pay for her mother's funeral. A daycare worker said she didn't get paid for 2 weeks when her workplace temporarily shut down due to the C-19. And it says, and another man said he started a new job and had to get his first check. You know, so it's a lot of, man, it's a lot of people going through shit, man. You know, even if the media don't necessarily depict how bad it is right now, it's a lot of people going through it. You know what I'm saying? It's only going to get worse. By the time they actually start putting this shit on the news of how bad it is, hey, it's going to be, you're going to be able to see it physically. You're seeing a lot of people out here on these streets, man. You know, and this shit is going to build up. You know, and now they even talking about taking away people's medications. You know, you got people that's on these meds out here that's basically the only thing that's keeping these people sane. You know what I'm saying? But hey, once they take the meds away, hey, you're gonna really see people going crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? But it says eviction filings have been on the rise and were above their historical averages in half of the 1,059 countries tracked by Legal Services Corp, a federal funded legal aid group during either August or September. The problem is expected to get worse in the coming months as federal rental assistance money runs out and people are unable to keep pace with rising rents and decades-high inflation. According to interviews with more than a dozen housing advocates, government officials, and industry experts. You know, and I don't think I'm gonna read this whole article, but I'm just read a couple. I'm just pick a few passages here and there. And it says, now that rental assistance is over, and now that local moratoriums are over, we're playing catch up to what the pandemic did. And my biggest fear is the cliff that we've been all anticipating is here. From here on out, it's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be a very, very difficult time. Like I said, man, from here on out, man, it's going to get bad. I'm telling you, it's going to get real bad out here. These people ain't got no jobs, you know, and the jobs they do got, they ain't getting by on them, because, you know what I'm saying, prices are still going up. Everything is going up, but they still getting paid the same, you know. But it says, research director in urban displacement project at the University of California, Berkeley. I don't want to be a doom and gloom person, but we're probably about to see the worst of what's about to happen. Exactly. You know, this place is going downhill, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no healing to this place, you know. So a lot of bad shit is gonna happen to this place, man, that we know as America and in the world in general, around the world in general. You know what I'm saying? Because mass starvation is coming too. You know, food shortages, power outages, you know. And Jake said that, hey, he believed woman is God, but when all these things happen, when these shots go off, when the power go out, hey, a God don't need to run to nobody. You know what I'm saying? A God don't need to run to anybody, man. So if a woman was God, why, when all these things take place, they gonna be trying to find a man? Because the scriptures say several women shall take hold of one man. So if a woman is God, why would several of them need to get protection from one man? You see what I'm saying? So Jake on that bullshit, man. He just bugged out. But it says during the first year of the pandemic, evictions tumbled after a federal moratorium was put in place, making it extremely difficult for landlords to kick out tenants for not paying rents. That moratorium was lifted in August 2021, but even without that restriction in place, the number of evictions stayed well below the typical levels in most states and cities because of federal funding that provided emergency rental assistance to tenants. But that federal money began running out in many areas this summer, and the Treasury Department estimates that less than $7 billion out of the total 46.5 billion remains available, removing the last lifeline of pandemic-era protections that more than 7 million renters have relied on. So you got several millions of people out there that's going to get evicted, man, in the coming months. This is not no long off thing. In the coming months, this number of people, or even greater, is gonna be evicted, man. They're gonna be out here on the streets, you know. So it's finna get bad out here. You know what I'm saying? It's finna get real bad out here. And I think I'm gonna skip this part. I'm gonna let me see. Let me see where I'm gonna start at. You know, they lying their ass off talking about despite a relatively strong job market and historically low unemployment. That's a lie, man. This is not no strong job market out here. You know, in the economy, the unemployment is not low. You know, because you got managers, you got literal managers out here that's posting videos that's going viral on the internet talking about they can't find employees, they can't find workers. And the workers they do find quit, you know, just like that. You know, so if it was a strong job market and the unemployment rate was low, you wouldn't have managers out here making videos complaining about they can't find workers, man. You know, so that's a lie. That's just something they throw in to get people to be like, okay, this shit ain't as bad as we think it is, man. It's bad. And it's going to get worse to the point it's going to be undeniable, man. You know what I'm saying? But it says with inflation and the massive increases in rental prices that we've seen over the last few years, it's much worse for low-income renters than it was before the pandemic, when we were already in an affordable housing crisis, you know. And I think I'm I might read one more passage and then I'm gonna just go into some scriptures. I don't think I'm gonna read this whole thing. Let me try to find a nice passage to close this out with. Okay, I start right here. It says, Zenobia Johnson is one of those Phoenix renters who's been struggling to stay in her home because of rising rents. She said she missed her rent payment at the start of October and received an eviction notice from her landlord just days later. She borrowed money to cover her payment, but now is unsure how she will make November's rent with the income from her telemarketing job unable to cover her bills. Last month, her car was repossessed because she had been prioritizing her rent over her car payment. And I guess she says, everything has gone up. I just can't keep up. The single mother of 2 young children said she added that she was not sure what she was going to do. Yeah, and this is judgment on you women. Y'all thought the prophets, man, they've been prophesying out here for years, man. Y'all thought they was playing games and telling you lies. Nah, you women is about to go through the ringer, man. You know? You women literally about to go through the ringer. You know? Y'all finna get a heavy judgment coming. Cause hey, it says a single mother of 2. You know, she done kicked the man out for whatever reason. You know, she didn't want to come under his authority. You know, she said he was too controlling. You know, he was emotionally abusive. So what she do? She left and she relied on the government. And now the government is turning his back on you. You know, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's turning his back on you. And now you women, y'all just gonna be left out there. Now this woman don't know how, she got her car repossessed and don't know how she gonna make it, you know, the next few months. You know, she don't even know how she gonna pay her rent for the next few months. You know, probably got her baby daddies. I'm pretty sure the kids by 2 different men, so she probably got her baby daddies on child support, and that still ain't even enough to help her out. You know. So let me grab a scripture real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, like I said, I wasn't even trying to get on you women, but that's the spirit, man. Hey, that came at the right time. You know what I'm saying? They came at the right time. You know, because a lot of you women gonna feel it, because, you know, truth be told, a lot of you women are in the same position that woman is in. You know what I'm saying? And this is Isaiah 32:9, and it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. You know what I'm saying? Because you women out here all careless. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't really care what's going on in the world, because you always think, hey, something you gonna have something to fall back on, everything gonna be good. But like, you think this woman that was in this article, you think she feel comfortable? You think she in a comfortable state? You know, a lot of you women, y'all still out there in a comfortable state because you still got your money. You know what I'm saying? You still got your liberation to do what you want to do. You know, but when you backed into a corner, you know, if for some reason your money don't you can't get access to your money no more, the power go out, you know, these food shortages start coming in, what you women gonna do, man? Y'all gonna be looking for a man, man. And a lot of these men out here, they gonna put your ass to death. Like, you real wicked ass women, hey, the Most High gonna make you run into a man that ain't gonna have no regard for you. He just gonna do what he wanna do to your ass, and hey, he gonna X you out. You know what I'm saying? But you do got women out here that's trying to come back and that's gonna listen. The Most High is gonna guide them to a man that he's protecting. So she's gonna be protected under the protection of that man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, a lot of these women out here wicked, man. The Most High is gonna let them run into somebody that ain't gonna have no regard for them, ain't gonna care about them. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be cannibalism out here. You're gonna have men out here in groups that's gonna be hunting people down, trying to eat them, man, when they get real bad out here. And it's gonna get that bad. You know what I'm saying? But rise up, you women that are at ease, man. Hear my voice. And how do you hear the voice of the Lord, man? Through his prophets. You know what I'm saying? You got these men out here that been preaching for a long ass time, man, putting up videos out here on the street corners. You know what I'm saying? Just out here on the street corners, man. And you in majority of the time, you got women just walking by, man. They don't even try to acknowledge what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? They just walk by, you know? But hey, it says, rise up, you women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Yeah, you careless daughters, because y'all don't care about what these men is talking about. And it says, give ear unto my speech, you know? Give ear unto the Lord's speech, man, because he's out here speaking through his prophets, letting you know what's about to happen, man. Because every other kingdom, you know, that went down, that our people was under, you know what I'm saying, the Most High, the Lord, he sent prophets, man, to let you know what was gonna happen, man. And the same spirits are back today. The same ones that didn't want to listen then are the same ones that don't want to listen now, man. So they gonna keep getting judged for that until the kingdom come, you know. Keep getting judgment, you know what I'm saying. But hey, that's a spirit. I'm gonna finish this little article out, and then I'm gonna and it says the Phoenix area has some of the highest inflation in the country, with prices up 13% in August compared to a year earlier, including a 14% increase in food prices and 19% increase in housing costs, while the price of gas has fallen below $4 a gallon in most of the country. It still averages above $4.50 in Phoenix, man. And that ain't shit compared to what's finna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit finna shoot up instantaneously, you know, in due time. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make this shit look, that's the way inflation finna hit. You know what I'm saying? In this time that's coming, that's quickly approaching. Hey, you gonna wish it was still like this. You know what I'm saying? You gonna wish it was still like that. You know?